Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the fast food industry. Using a ton of research and some insider accounts, we're going to uncover the surprising truths that are hiding in plain sight, right inside the meals so many of us eat all the time. Okay, so let's jump in with an absolute classic, the chicken nugget. I mean, it seems simple enough, right? A little bite-sized piece of chicken. But what if I told you that what's actually inside that crispy coating is where things start to get, well, a little weird? All right, first up, we are putting chicken under the microscope. We're gonna look at the classic fried nugget and then compare it to its supposedly healthier cousin, the grilled chicken patty. We're gonna see if the marketing really matches up with reality. Now get this, when researchers actually analyzed chicken nuggets from major fast food chains, they found that some were less than half actual chicken meat. So what was the other 60%? Well, it was a mix of fat, blood vessels, connective tissue, and yep, even tiny fragments of bone. This whole mixture gets ground down into what the industry calls a mechanically formed paste. You know, it's super profitable because it lets them use every single scrap of the chicken. But the thing is, all that heavy processing strips out a lot of the nutrients, and to make up for the flavor that's lost, they often pump it full of sodium. Okay, so a lot of us do this, right? We pat ourselves on the back for skipping the fried stuff and choosing the grilled chicken sandwich instead. It just feels like the smart, healthy move. But is it really? Let's take a look. You know, the menu might say 100% chicken breast, but that really doesn't tell the whole story. To keep that piece of chicken juicy after it's been frozen and then reheated, a bunch of different additives get mixed in, and those can completely change its nutritional makeup. Now, here is the biggest shocker, the sodium. Lab tests have shown that some fast food grilled chicken has 7 to 10 times more sodium than a chicken breast you just cook at home. I mean, think about that for a second. A single healthy sandwich can have just as much salt as a cheeseburger and a medium fries put together. It's wild. So how in the world do they make that reheated chicken so juicy? Well, the secret is often something called phosphate additives. These are chemicals that basically force the meat to hold on to way more water than it normally would. Quick tip, if you're ever looking at an ingredient list, just keep an eye out for anything with phos in the name. Okay, let's move on from chicken and talk about the undisputed heavyweights of the fast food world, fries and burgers. You'd think they're pretty straightforward, right? Well, turns out they have some secrets of their own. Have you ever wondered what makes the world's most famous fries so addictive? It's not just potatoes and salt. A key ingredient, and they actually list this on their own website, is natural beef flavoring that's added directly to the frying oil. That's a huge part of their signature taste. And of course, you can't talk about flavor without talking about salt. The amount of sodium in a large order of fries varies like crazy between chains. It can be anywhere from around 400 milligrams to nearly 1,000. And that high end, that's almost half of the entire recommended daily limit for an adult in one side of fries. You know, we all see those dark, perfect lines on a burger patty, and we think, oh, fresh off the grill. It's what we associate with that great flavor. But how do they get them so perfect and so consistent every single time? Well, the truth is, a lot of the time, those grill marks are just for show. They're literally branded onto the patties at a factory before they're frozen and shipped out. The burger you get is usually just reheated on a flat-top grill, not actually cooked over an open flame. But the engineering doesn't just stop with the food itself. Oh no, the entire restaurant, from the lights overhead to the music playing, is carefully designed to subtly influence how you behave from the second you walk through the door. Here are a couple of great tips from some insiders. First, if you want the freshest food, you should always try to order during the peak lunch or dinner rush. That's when food turnover is the highest. Second, you know that broken ice cream machine? Well, it might just be in the middle of its mandatory, super long cleaning cycle, which is way too complicated for the staff to run during the busy times. Have you ever noticed this specific vibe of a fast food place? It is all completely by design. The super bright lights, the shiny, reflective surfaces, and that loud, upbeat music all combine to create this sense of urgency. The subconscious message they're sending is, eat fast and get out, so the next customer can have your seat. And here's why that speed is so important. It actually works against your own body's biology. It takes about 20 minutes for your stomach to send the signal to your brain that says, hey, I'm full. By designing an environment that rushes you, they seriously increase the odds that you'll eat more food before that signal ever has a chance to arrive. So what do you do with all this information? Look, the goal here isn't to scare you away from fast food forever. Not at all. It's about empowering you so you can be a more conscious consumer and really understand what you're choosing to eat. So let's just recap the biggest secrets we've uncovered. Remember, your chicken nugget might be less than 50% chicken. Your healthy grilled sandwich could be a total salt bomb. Those famous flavors you love might be coming from a lab. And the restaurant itself is designed to get you to eat more and to do it faster. At the end of the day, being an informed diner is just about looking past the shiny ads and asking questions. Knowing what's really in your food, and maybe even why it's made that way, that's the real power. So the next time you order, you might just ask yourself, what